Hey, everybody. Welcome to Swag Her What's Going On. And tonight, I am your host. I am Stacey Thomas, and we're about to find out what's going on with TprettySmile. She has her own podcast, and I'm anxious to see exactly where the name comes from. So let's bring her on.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, beautiful with the beautiful smile. How are
Thank
you?
you. I am blessed, gorgeous. How about you?
I'm good. Listen, I believe no one can sell themselves like the person who creates the podcast, the book, the movie,
Truth.
whatever they're doing, like that person. T Pretty Smile.
Yes,
Tell us,
ma'am.
tell us the name of that podcast.
Real raw, let's talk.
Real Raw Let's Talk. So I'm gonna be honest with you. As an author and as a person with a very creative mind, I heard that title and it immediately caught my attention. Why wouldn't it? Anytime you're going to be real, anytime you're going to keep it raw, but keep it classy, I think that's a great thing. So
Yes.
tell us, what is this show about?
Real raw, let's talk. Real raw, let's talk. It's a platform that is truly just about having authentic conversations. I don't tell my guests what we're talking about before we go on because I like them to be them. I don't want them to feel pressured. I don't want them to feel like, oh, I got to remember to say this. And, oh, this topic is on their mind the whole week. And they're like, okay, I'm going to cop out. I'm not even going to come. Like, I don't want no one to feel pressured. So, Real About This Talk is just an open space where people can have different opinions. It's more than one way to skin a cat. It's and have their own opinions and still have some type of solution at the end of the day. So we also provide resources along with those real conversations.
Really? Now, see, when you describe it like people can come on, we don't tell them what the topic is, but they come on. Are you never afraid that someone may come on and say the wrong thing?
No, because I feel like that's the point of being real and raw, to bring those conversation and those things that people say to the forefront. We think it a lot of times, we just don't say it, or we keep it amongst our girls or amongst the men in the shop. Like we don't say them right, but we all thinking it. Like I was that person at my last job where everyone was thinking it, but nobody was saying it. So I'm like, okay, so and I would say, and they'll be like, Taya. And I'm like, what? Y'all all thinking this, so we might as well just say it. So that's just I don't feel like nobody could ever say the wrong thing. And then too, when I pick my guest or when the guest comes on, I create a my questions according to what I know of them. So I do go and research. So I don't ever make no one uncomfortable. Like, okay, I'm not gonna talk about this because they're dealing with a trial right now. I know not to touch on that. So I kind of always kind of curate it where they won't feel like they gonna say the wrong thing.
I love it. I love it because I've always prided myself on even like, and not to keep going back to me, but I just find that me and you and looking at your page, I'm like, Stacey, you and T Pretty Smile can talk. But
Yes.
because it's interesting to me, and I think people love it when you speak about the things that y'all want to know, but you just for some reason ain't bold enough to ask. So
Yep.
now we have a platform. We got a platform with T
Talk
Pretty
about it.
Smile.
We're gonna talk about it.
Have you ever like had a guess when you brought them on and you asked the question, they kind of was like and didn't know what to say?
um. Ooh. I think I think more so not shocked as in like, what did you really just ask me that? More so like that's a good question. I need to think about that. That's a good question. So not more so shocked like, oh, that's a bad thing, but shocked just like, girl, okay. That's a good question.
And now that we know the purpose, you're offering a free space for free conversation to be raw and real.
Hmm.
What inspired you to do this, to create this podcast?
Well, in 2017, I believe, maybe even before then. I was diagnosed with what I pronounce as Chiaria, but it's pronounced Chiari malformation. And so it's a head condition that it's from birth, but you don't show signs until your late adulthood. So I just happened to pass out, and things had built bad headaches, and so it affects your speech. And so I was talking to people, and it would make sense up here, but when it was time to come out, I sounded like a fool. And so people would look at me all the time and be like, "What is she trying to say?" Or they'll look like trying to figure it out. And so I got really down on myself, and I would just stop talking. And I'm a social flutterby, so it's hard for me just to stop talking, but I did. So I was working at this job where I used to moderate content that comes on social media platforms.
Okay.
And just so happened that day I went to work, and the first thing I saw was a support group for the head condition that I have.
And what is
And
it
so,
again? We'll wait for her to come back. Ah, it's just me now. So while we're waiting for her to come back, be sure to follow Swag Her. That's Swag Her, no space in between. Okay. SWAGHER. Here we are. Let's see.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
that's okay.
Sorry.
What is the name of it again?
Chiari. Chiari malformation.
Okay. So
It's
when I'm
mhm.
sorry, go ahead.
And so it affects your speech. It affects your nerves. It's where your brain hangs in the back of your neck. Our brain is supposed to close and be in our skull. Well, for those who have chiaria, it doesn't, and it hangs in the back of your neck. So it causes a lot of different nerve issues. But I've been doing well, no problems lately. It causes a lot of headaches. That's a lot of the thing in the speech. So anyway, I saw this group, and people in this group were sharing the same thing I was going through. They were feeling down. They were feeling like they didn't like talking. They had a speech impediment. And I was like, we got this support group, and why ain't nobody out in the out talking about it? So I said, you know what? We finna have some conversations. So I was at work, and I just started having small conversations. Next thing I know, people were just coming in by my desk and like, what we talking about today? What we talking about today? So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start this podcast because I see that's what we need to do. Talk about the things we're not talking about.
Wow.
So I started it from there. And then going through the cancer last year, that kind of even amped it up a notch for me. I was like, yeah, we don't talk about menopause. We don't talk about having cancer in the family until it's late and everybody in the casket. We need to talk about it now. So that even motivated me more to even just like, yeah, we need to have these conversations. We need to talk. We need to have more to say.
It's something how you say people don't talk about certain things, and your first condition that you named, it's almost like if the number isn't large enough, no one's going to speak about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to assume that with the platform that you have that's out here and all of your followers, you're advocating, you're letting them know in even with the other conversation about what you've gone through.
Right.
Wow. Wow. Pretty Smile. You're very motivating. You know, people sit around, you've gone through things what like I call storms, but you're still doing what you do. And that takes a lot. Why do you think, Pretty Smile, besides your pretty white teeth, why do you think
Look, yeah.
why do you think they're tuning in to you?
Oh, it's so funny you ask this. I was talking to I have a team that well, not I have a team, but we have a team called the Cut Up Crew. And
Okay.
we all bring our resources together. I have a podcast. It's with JFL Productions, Be Capture Photography, Belinda, and they're photographers and videographers. And then we have Evan, who is in um, Port Arthur, and we have some Terrell, who's in Austin. So we are a team together, and we always like uplift each other. We make sure each other numbers are going good and things like that. A
Wow.
real support system. And so I was asking one of them the other day, and I was like, I think, I was trying to change something, and It's like I think people tune into you because of your voice and the fact that you just somebody like somebody cousin, somebody auntie. You make people laugh. I said, yeah, I think it's my voice.
Yeah, it's the laugh and the smile too. It
No.
is, and it makes a difference. Anybody can come online, but I think, well, for me, hearing someone talk and actually seeing them, it's almost like you can get a feeling for their spirit, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you can
Yeah.
be fooled sometime, but you'll catch that, like if somebody's trying to pull something over on you. So I think
Mhm.
like the realness and the fact that you're disclosing to others that life isn't perfect and your health isn't always going to be good, but here you are still smiling. It's
Yeah, because I mean, it's don't get me wrong. I have my moments. If people ever just go back and listen and look at podcasts I've done or interviews, I genuinely mess up. I really do because I have the speech impediment. But that's the thing about keeping it real and keeping it raw. Like I want people to know, yeah, I'm gonna mess up because like I can't help that I have a speech impediment, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna let it stop me. And I want other people too that realize that just because you got this going on, just because you suffering from this don't mean you can't do what you want to do. Don't, yeah, people may laugh, people may do this, but they laughed about Jesus. He was on the cross. Like, are they gonna talk about you? It don't matter if you do good, you do bad. So why not do what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So I that's how I just kind of move.
right. So and not to get into your personal life, but this is what I read. So I guess if you're being real and you're raw, I can ask you about this. So ovarian cancer, when it comes to that, you're considered a warrior. You're advocating for self-love and sharing light,
Yeah.
and you're a single mom.
Hmm.
How does a woman, how does a single mother that first finds out that something's going on up here and then finds out she has cancer, that's that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
How are you balancing that motherhood and the podcast and a team?
Yeah. It's a roller coaster at time, but I people don't even know the half, and I don't share a lot of my personal life because some things are just I have to keep private at the moment, but they will be shared later. But it's a lot of things behind the scenes, and honestly, it's my mom, and that's not even. I know most people be like, "Oh, my mom was my rock," but my mom has been my anchor. My mom is such a strong person. She's been through so much in a short amount of time. And just even over, just even her life period, but in just the last year alone, my mom has been through so much. So to see my mom continue to get up, go to work, to know she has a child that has cancer. I don't know how I can handle that. I don't know how I would be able to know that. And then the whole time I had the cancer or going through it, I just kept telling my mom, I wish you had somebody you could lean on because I just couldn't imagine being a widow going through going through that and experiencing that with one of your child. And at the same time, my brother is wrongfully convicted, and so she's going through that battle as well. Um, it's a lot, and I have a grandfather who she take care of as well, who's elderly. So my mom is such a strong person that she really gets me through. Like my, I can't say it enough. I love my mom so much. I can't say it enough. She truly is the reason why I keep pushing. And people be like, why do you continue to do entrepreneurship? Why do you continue to do real raw let's talk? Because I have to. I don't have a choice. I'm determined to make this where my mother don't have to work anymore. I don't want my mom. I want my mom to be on vacation for life for the rest of her life. I want to give her the world. And I just know that I want to be able to give her back the love and the joy that she has gotten from and given to so many other people. So my mom is truly the reason why I push forward and why I do what I do.
Sweetheart, it's nice to see someone's child or grown adult speak about them that way. I believe that as a woman and as a mother, and you probably know because you're a mother too, we do what we have to do and we get that strength. We never realize how strong we are. And I guess listening to you talk about your mother, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
she's blessed to have you as a daughter that recognizes how much weight she carries,
Yeah.
you know? But it looks like there's favor over her, there's favor
Yeah.
over you. And I say something, I like to say, look at God watch him work.
He's amazing. He is definitely amazing, and I'm glad that she's installed that in me at an early age. Like we was going to church, baby. Sunday for Sunday school. We was there for service. Monday first principal. Wednesday Bible study, and Saturday, they had a youth activity. So we was there. We was
Sweetheart,
there.
that's funny because, excuse me, I'm sorry. I got, oh, on Sundays, oh my God. I remember we went to church with my aunt and cousin on Sunday mornings. They take us home. Mama would give us a sandwich, and there was another church or county over that sent the bus out for you. So we had to go to evening service too.
Oh, that part. That evening service would get you. You better not mess up them clothes that you had on in first service. You come home, you take them off, and you put them back on for evening service. Yes, Lord.
Oh my goodness, it's oh my goodness, the stories, the story. Hey, pretty smile. I can see why people are coming on your platform. I see it. How how if there's somebody that's watching, right?
hmm
And they have something that they want to talk about that they think should be on a platform. I
hmm
know you have your own topics, but are you ever like open to people giving you a topic?
Oh yes, definitely,
Yeah.
because that means that it's something that needs to be discussed. So,
Okay.
and I love that. I love that because that means that I got engagement. That means someone like figured, okay, I need to send this over here because these some real conversations. So, and I typically do. I have a way where people can inbox me questions, and every day I'll post a daily question and see what answers we get, and maybe if I get enough engagement, I'll turn it into a show and we can have a podcast. And so now sometimes people do hit me up and like, hey, I want to be on the podcast, and I specialize in mental health.
Okay.
Perfect. That's great. You have
Okay.
the resources and you also know what you're talking about. Perfect.
Okay.
So what I do is I'll go find some other people who are in the same realm, or someone who's been through a mental breakdown. Someone who's so now you got the experience, we got the resources, and we got the question. We got to think good thing cooking here. So now we have this conversation, and this person who's listening out there can actually take these resources and apply it, or they can go back and watch it. That's what I love. The whole networking. I love that. Let's just network.
I love I love it. I love how you're describing it. You got the conversation, somebody's watching, they're going through something, they need help, and there you are providing a resource for means of them connecting with somebody that can help them.
hmm
What's the what's the craziest thing or the most shockingest thing that's been talked about?
Oh, the most shocking thing that's been talked about. Oh, we've had some spicy conversations. One conversation we had, it didn't get to air, but I had a conversation with my friends. We recorded it, and we were talking about if a young man approaches a woman and he knows that he does not want to be with her, right? No
Right,
intentions. He's just trying to get to the bed.
right.
Should he be faulted for an assault because he came in on a different intentions? And that stirred up a lot of conversations. I actually had like a group panel with a lot of my friends because it was getting just out of rage, and so it turned into a really good show. But we didn't air it because it was just a lot going on. But that was good.
What night does this show come on and how do we watch it?
So we go live every Thursday on Nostalgic Network. Shout out to our nostalgic family out there. But on Nostalgic Radio, we go live. I go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And every week I have new guests. So like we may have well, because I also do interviews, and the
Okay.
interviews I turn that it's like a podcast as well. I don't want no one to feel like I'm just sitting there throwing out questions. You know that feeling
Okay.
because we're not
Right.
doing that.
Right.
You know, and so I love people to feel again comfortable. So we're gonna turn it in. If I know they're a father and they're acting, we're gonna have a podcast and talk about fatherhood in the acting industry. Like your kids see you on the screen, how does it affect your life? How does that? So we dig deep. You know, even though they're interviews, I love that. So yeah, we go live on Thursdays, and soon we'll be back in studio. So y'all look tuned for that real soon. I cannot wait to be back in studio. That's gonna be really exciting.
I think I'm going to send you some questions.
Dude,
I
you
got,
gotta come on our show now.
I got some stuff I need you to talk about.
Let's sit on over.
It's been great, sweetheart. It's, oh my goodness, it's been great. But those that are watching, tell the audience, why should I watch T Pretty Smile and her show, and give us the name again? I like the
All
way you
right.
say it.
Y'all definitely tune in to Real Raw Let's Talk, where we have real conversations, real topics, real guests. And no one knows what we're talking about until they get on. Y'all, it's so exciting. We keep it spicy and we keep it real. So y'all definitely tune in. Why you should tune in is because again, we have the greatest guests. Not only that, y'all, but we definitely just keep it real. We keep it fun, but we provide you with resources at the end of the day. So definitely y'all tune in every Thursday on the Nostalgic Radio. That's on Facebook. That's on YouTube. You can also tune in on Real Raw Let's Talk on Facebook. And follow your girl T Pretty Smile on all other platforms from TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Real Raw Let's Talk. And y'all stay tuned because y'all can see a lot of T
Wow.
Pretty real soon.
Wow. Hey, Serenity, you late, Serenity, but I'm thankful. It's been great conversation, Serenity. Please be sure to do a replay. Please, please, please. This has been great conversation. Shout out to your mother. Shout out. I don't know her. Shout out to your beautiful, strong, loving mother. And
Oh,
to
thank
you
you.
also as a warrior, sweetheart. And I'm wishing you the very best. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Stacey, so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
joining us at Swag Her. Take
See you
care.
soon.
Thank you. Hey, a great show, right? A great show. Only at Swag Her, right? Well, yeah, Swag Her, and follow I am Stacey Thomas. Listen, be on the lookout. Follow Swag Her. That's no space in between the SWAGHER. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. They've always got great guests coming on the show. They've got great media personalities. And until next time, I'd like to remind you, don't stress too much about yesterday. Don't worry too much about tomorrow, because if you do, we just might miss living today. Until next time, have a great one. I am Stacey Thomas.